is the leader of the UK Independence Party. Nigel Farage is with us. Fox News contributor Monica Crowley, Fox News contributor, editor-in-chief of LifeZette, nationally syndicated radio host Laura Ingraham. All right, ladies, good to see you. Let's talk.
Hillary totally won this night. She came across as strong and forceful. And
yeah.
She prosecuted the case against. She really gave us the solutions on how to grow the middle class. I felt the solutions they were oozing out of every pore of Hillary. For anyone to go on television tonight and say that this was not a decisive and frankly masterful performance by Donald Trump should just drop the pretense of being a Republican strategist. They never strategized, by the way.
Yeah.
Or a Republican, quote, pundit or an analyst. He came in with the entire GOP establishment really against him. He came in with the media against him. He came in with Hollywood against him and the entire Bush apparatus, okay? All of them against him, and he came in and he said, you know
Romney
something?
Apparatus
and we're going down the tubes. You're an architect of this decline, and we need a new path forward. He said this, and he hit her in a way that not a single Republican in the last 30 years has been able to lay a glove on the Clintons.
I thought it was devastating.
Did it. We've been waiting for this moment for someone face to face.
I was in a trailer with a bunch of people, and all I heard was, oh, ooh, yeah. I mean, there was screaming all night. When he got to the Abe Lincoln line, I thought I was going to fall out of my chair.
That was Laura and me.
Yeah,
was that you?
We were in the next row.
Yeah.
Look, tonight what you saw was a dramatic reversal of fortune for both candidates. There's a phrase, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. What you saw tonight from Donald Trump, he performed a miracle. He gave such a dramatic, extraordinary, dominating performance. He had a command over the issues. He took the fight to Hillary Clinton. He did not back down. You saw a man who is ready for the presidency. If that Donald Trump shows up into the third debate, he will win, because what he did tonight, Sean, was reset this campaign. All of the people that you and Laura just talked about, the GOP establishment, the media, the White House, the Clinton campaign, they were all deeply invested over the last 48 hours in Donald Trump's downfall. What they saw tonight has forced them to try to readjust. And what you're seeing is panic on their side. You saw it in the faces of Bill Clinton. You saw it in the faces of Hillary Clinton, the entire Clinton team, because now they have to adjust to a new reality. They thought they had it in the bag over the last 48 hours. Donald Trump just reset the game.
The women showing up was a powerful statement because, all right, I actually wrote an article. I put it up on my website, Hannity.com. Words, actions. You know, for all the media, they're so bankrupt. They never talked about any of the issues involving Hillary Clinton. And when you compare and contrast, there's a big difference. All right, Nigel, let's talk about Brexit. Let's talk about similarities here. Trade, immigration, refugees. How big an impact do you think, what similarities do you see these issues on the American campaign versus what you witnessed?
Well, the crossover is massive because on the one side, you've got Hillary, backed by Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and all the multinationals. And on the other side, you've got an anti-establishment campaign. That is exactly what we saw in the British referendum. Now, the key to us winning that referendum was about 2.5 million people who don't normally vote or who have never voted in their lives turned out on June 23rd, and a big majority of them voted for Brexit. And the absolute key to this Trump campaign is, can he mobilize? Can he get people out there? You know, the little people, the put-upon people, those who completely know that Washington, as it's currently set up, has got nothing to offer them. Yeah. Can he mobilize them? Can he incentivize them to go out and vote? And I think tonight, had the immigration question come up, he would have done even better, because these are the issues that ordinary people really care about.
And you know what? America can't make the mistake of Europe. And we're now seeing the damage that has been done because of immigration policies and refugee issues. Laura, I thought on that particular issue, the vetting of refugees was particularly strong. Also the creation of ISIS. Yep. And Hillary was wrong about Iraq and Syria and Iran, etc.
I had a woman, I was flying from LA today. She was the gate agent of the airline I flew on. Yeah. She was an Iranian Jew, really interesting person. And she said, can I tell you about the 4 refugees that I processed earlier this week? They come with just a piece of, like a stationery from the State Department. Yeah. They have their name on them and apparently their birth date. and that's all they have. And she said, we're resettling them all over the country, and they show up, and they get on the plane, and then 4 of them were dropped in Minneapolis.
We read the story about the passports were being printed by...
Oh, yeah, but they didn't even have, these people didn't even have passports. She went on, and she pulled me aside, said, I have to tell you what's happening at Los Angeles International Airport. And I think Nigel's right. The immigration issue cuts across party lines because we see veterans eating out of garbage cans. We see individuals who are down on their luck who can't get help because they make a little bit too much money to get any assistance. And yet Barack Obama just waved in, I guess, 53,000 of the immigrant families. They can stay for a number of years. And I think people are just fed up. It's just not fair. And so he cut into that basic issue of fairness tonight and got it off the old sex talk and just talked about what works
in the country. Deal with it. I thought he handled that really well
at the beginning. Absolutely.
You know, Monica, when you think about Hillary, I've always said she can't run on the economy. She can't run on her foreign policy. Trump really hammered that home tonight. And on top of that, when you add in the argument that he made many times that you've been there all these years, what have you done?
Right.
There is no answer to that because she's done nothing.
The critical thing Donald Trump did tonight was he took the focus off of himself and he put it onto the American people and the future of the country. That was his whole rationale for running in the first place. He went to the American people and he said, I don't need this job. I'm super rich. I have a great family and a successful business.
It's costing me money.
And it's costing me money. But I'm doing it because I care about the American worker and the future of the nation. That's what he did tonight. He turned the tables on her, and because she cannot run under
5 more tapes and 10 more tapes, it's going to end up on deaf ears.
Well, look, every politician gets hit, you know, when the crap hits the fan. It's inevitable. The question is not what they hit you with, but how you react.
By the way, you sound like Rocky in the last rock. No matter how hard you hit,
they're going to come out with
right, and they're going to have more. This is they're up a research just started.
And then what he should say at that point is, okay, now how are you going to fix the economy, Hillary?
No.
Now, what are you going to do for the middle class? Now, what are you really going to do with our veterans? Because you serve them poorly. Like every time they do that, it has to be about what's happened.
I cornered John Podesta and Claire McCaskill earlier tonight, and I asked them questions. Okay, you're upset about Donald Trump's words. What about their actions? What about what they called women? How they smeared, slandered, besmirched? They don't have answers.
How Hillary did. Hillary
called Monica a narcissistic.
It's not that someone was unfaithful to her. That's not the issue. It's what she did in response. I mean, and I think that's part of it is put to rest tonight. There'll be other tapes. They'll be trying to do it. I just think, as Monica said,
can't answer it.
She has no substantive argument for American renewal. Right. She has no substantive argument.
In fact, tonight, she actually was so desperate, she was reaching back to the 1990s.
Oh, my God, going to her husband
to try to make her case for 2016.
My husband balanced
and this gets to the bigger point, which is she still, after all of these years, is not offering a clear vision for where she wants to take the country or a compelling rationale for her candidacy beyond, I'm a woman and it's my turn.
Nigel, last question for you. As you look at this debate, you had advice for Donald Trump after the first debate. What do you tell him after this one?
Well, the trouble with the first debate was she kept attacking him, and he's a proud man. And he kept defending, and not getting onto the issues. And what happened tonight was the first 15 to 20 minutes was quite uncomfortable watching for everybody, and then we got onto the issues. And what we saw tonight with Trump was actually he's got more mastery over policy than people had previously given him credit for. And I thought he dominated this debate tonight. I thought Hillary was on the back foot throughout. And I think as we go to Las Vegas in a few days' time, psychologically, he now has a massive edge. And I think a campaign that this morning was backs to the wall now has momentum again.
All right, Nigel, thank you real quick.
The Republicans have better look at themselves in the mirror tonight. If they want to win this election, they all better get on their big boy pants, stop it with the, attacking the nominee, and say, we've got to defeat the Clintons.
We've got 2 women here saying, guys, get your big boy pants on.
We got to defeat the Clintons, right? I mean, if you want to defeat the Clintons, then go defeat the Clintons, because the Democrats are all about winning, and they're going to drop everything they can to win this election. Otherwise, go to your think tanks and pontificate all day long about your agenda that's never going to be enacted.
If I'm in a fight, I want you 2 on my side.
Gotcha, John.
All right.
We need to do what the Democrats do, which is they stay united no matter what. And our side never does it, to our great disgrace.
All right, we got a break.